Hey, it's Dan. Welcome back to iAllegedly. And I've got a good one for you today because people are doing Christmas wrong this year by far. Please hit the like button. Please subscribe to the channel. And let's get right into it. I am at a place called Whiting Ranch. It's a big trail area that's kind of cool. But this place, first of all, is loaded with um, good old mountain lions and things like that. And there's been mountain lion attacks up here. So I always like it when it's cooler. And again, you know, want to stay away from the mountain lions when you're up here. Uh, First things first, think about this. 4 in 10 people admitted that they right now are going and borrowing money from their savings account to pay for Christmas gifts. Do not do that. Do not do that. Would you want a Christmas gift from somebody that, hey, I dipped into savings for this? Now, it's one thing to save for Christmas because my mother used to save for Christmas, and I get that. But people that are like, hey, I can't afford to pay my bills, but I'm going to go out and buy gifts, and you don't do that. Do not do that. 36% of everybody out there thinks that, uh, you know, uh, that the economy is good in general. Of those people, 56% are Republicans, and 16% are Democrats. Independents are 19% of that. I love how they break this stuff down. But again, not everybody's happy right now. And I just don't want to see people go into debt anymore. I really don't. We need to stop people from borrowing money to go out and buy things. Just don't do it. Don't do it. You know, it's funny. I pay my credit cards off to zero every month. And then there's some point in time at the end in December, and I'm like, why don't I do it today? I was thinking about this right now, and that I just won't use the cards anymore this month. I'll just pay cash or use a debit card, and that'll be that. There is nothing that I need from anybody that they need to borrow from. And we all need to look at this and take this seriously because right now, I am telling you, with everything I talk about and everybody else talks about, you're going to see more and more people that are just financially upside down right now. The instability of the employment market is unbelievable. The CEO of AT&T, forgot his name, he's kind of a jerk, but he's like, get ready for tough times. If you have a job, don't plan on keeping that job. And I'm like, whoa, he said that. I'm going to find that article and put that below for you. But the idea with this is that things are not good right now, but don't expect them to get better. I think they're going to get worse before they get better, personally. Scott Bessent, our Treasury Secretary, he steps forward today and says, hey, there's going to be refund checks in the first quarter for people that make under $100,000 a year. They're going to be $1,000 to $2,000 a piece. That is unbelievable. And that would be great if, that's true, because people could use $2,000 right now, tax-free. Now, do I think that they're going to wait until it gets closer to an election? Yeah, I do. That's me. But I think you're going to see promises. One thing I wanted to talk to you guys about. Remember after the 2020 election when Georgia had its election, and the two people that were running for Senate, were both saying, you get me in and I'm going to get you that $2,000 stimulus check. That never happened. Did these people ever catch hell for that? Probably not. If you lived in Georgia, you should be furious over this, but nobody cares. Households with incomes under $50,000 say that the economy is the worst, of course, because they have less money to spend and cannot get by. That's what their difficulty is. One thing, I always like signs like no dogs and stuff like that, but I'm going to bail on this place. So I'm going to U-turn it. As inflation rages across the country, 89% feel that grocery prices are out of control. I have more and more people that write me and send me things on a daily basis where they send me prices for stuff that they paid for. And I had a man send me pictures of his local mall that used to have a Macy's, and now the Macy's is gone, and it's cleared out. Everything is not like it used to be right now. So if you can get by and you can make a living and you can pay your bills, you are ahead of the game. You are rich right now. If you have money left over at the end of the week, you are rich right now. Work on getting yourself out of debt. Work on making your life different and better. Different and better is peace of mind right now, health. I know people that are sick and they would give anything to be healthy. I know people unemployed that would give anything to have a job. I know people that are getting divorced and they just wish that they could go back to the way it was, and they can't. And I know this guy who coaches from Michigan and made some bad mistakes. I don't know him. I'm just making that up. He's a complete ass clown. Imagine ruining your life and you make $13 million. Think about this, guys. There's people like us that will never make $13 million in a year. And this guy made $13 million a year and threw it away for some employee. And I think that that's crazy. People are running down here. So, you know, it's ridiculous. 60% of all holiday prices have gone up. I am telling you this right now. You don't need to decorate your house if you don't want to. You don't need to go in debt to decorate your house. And I just think right now that this is going to be the year that you're going to see a lot of this stuff left over. Consumer sentiment, is on par with 2022. And inflation was surging then. But again, inflation's nothing like it was in 2022. The problem with it is the prices are up to here right now, guys. That's what people don't get. Prices are sky high, and people don't think about that. They're not going to come down. Now, you're going to see gas prices fluctuate. That happens. And it's funny. I had my daughter last night. She and I went down to Balboa so she could see the Formula One car because they lit it up for nighttime. And I wanted to show her that, and I'll show you guys that too. But she wanted to see it because the man that owns that house was part of the racing team for Lando's racing team for McLaren. And this year they didn't have the McLaren car because he sold his stock in the race team. So my daughter, knowing Formula One, got the skinny on that. But they decorated it and did some cool stuff. And it was nice to walk around down there and see that I love the Christmas lights and doing that. But things have changed. And people have made fun of this family and calling it the tinsel car and the inflation car. Well, no, this guy sold his stake in McLaren, the race team. I don't know anybody that owns stake in a race team. So there's that. People right now are all hunting bargains right now and looking for better deals. And we are all in the same boat together when it comes to the prices that we're all paying right now. Do not get yourself into debt right now to buy Christmas gifts. I'm telling you, just people that have had no buy years, my daughter, her friends, they've been successful. They had a really successful year. And, I'm like, wow, do you feel like, was it worth it by doing this? And she's like, oh, Dad, it just saved money. I have no debt, got rid of everything. But I did everything she wanted to. Now, my daughter's traveled around the world and done a lot of crazy stuff this year in 2025 that a lot of people don't get to do because of a job. But the point is that you need to go out and just not, because you get paid, you spend it. The thing that we've talked about over the last week, and I'm going to start doing this a little more often where I love this, and that is with silver prices going through the roof right now, you need to look at how you can invest and protect yourself in the future. And there's no sponsor in this video. I'm not talking about anybody in particular, but what I'm talking about is just getting yourself ready for what is coming and to save money and to get out of debt. That is the most important thing. But I'm telling you, all my friends that have joy right now, and I've thought about this, I've compared everybody. Everybody has things that they do outside their home, away from their spouse. It's not to exclude the spouse. It's just that all these people do things. One guy teaches golf. One guy goes and walks. People volunteer their time. I mean, this is all great stuff. And you should do this right now. You should live a better life. Make 2026 the year you're going to live a better life. And Don't forget our Christmas card list. We're going to cut this off real soon, so everybody has to sign up for the Christmas card list. If you're not on the email list, join the email list or sign up for the Christmas card list, then you're on the email list. You have to agree to let us send you emails so we can let you know if you won or not. And we ask information like your name, your address, and things like that, so that if you do win, you get it mailed out to you, okay, through snail mail. Okay, and we're going to send those out in January of 2026. But there's a little bit more to cover right now. I'm going to finish this video with these last few things. The first thing is, who is going to be the next Fed chairman? Going to run the Fed. I think it's going to be Kevin Hassett, who works with the White House right now and will go along to get along with Donald Trump, if you know what I mean. Next thing is this debanking thing. A lot of people were debanked. There are 9 banks that basically participated in the debanking shenanigans, where they went out for political reasons, religious reasons. Think about it. You're a Catholic. You're no good. We're going to shut your bank account down. Oh, you believe in this, or you believe in hunting? Well, you can't have you bank here. And oh, you voted this way? No way. Now, you can sit there and say this is all made up. This is not made up. This has been an absolute travesty. And now they're starting to go after these banks, and the banks have to answer to this. And here's the thing. You get some people that were following instructions with the banks, but they also told people, we don't like your kind here. What does that mean? You know? So with that, you're going to see lawsuits, and they're going to get bigger and bigger and bigger. Second to the last story at the bottom. Now, final thing is the World Cup. Think about this. The World Cup gets announced here in the United States, and they start to name certain areas. I have friends who are like, hey, wouldn't you like to go to see a soccer game with me and go to the World Cup? Yeah, sure. And then every single one of them have called me back, including my son, and said, oh my God, Dad, the tickets are outrageous. You don't even know who you're playing against. SoFi Stadium here in Los Angeles, where the Rams play and the Chargers play, they have tickets that are in the nosebleed, the top section of the stadium, the very top, $2,200 for those tickets. FIFA, the organization that runs this, is, as far as I'm concerned, a criminal enterprise. FIFA is charging people $4,000 for a ticket to go see a soccer game. Okay? Here's the thing. You don't know who's playing yet. You don't know. You're the third game into the tournament, so you have no idea who's going to be there. But you're going to spend $4,000 to sit there and watch a sporting event. What would you do? What's worth $4,000 to you? A soccer game? Football? Okay, come on, let me know. Let us all know, because this is criminal that they're doing this. But FIFA is just, they're catching so much heat, and I found such a great article on this because I thought it was the ticket resellers, and it's FIFA charging people all this money right now to do this. It's absolutely insane. So please take a look at our private channel, iAllegedly Live. Over 500 videos on that. And this Whiting Ranch area is pretty cool. Look at this thing goes way up there. Okay, make good choices, guys. You want to get a hold of me, it's hello@iallegedly.com is the email address. Make sure you sign up for the email and get on the Christmas card list, because we're giving away a bunch of stuff this year, and it's going to be great. Plus, it's going to be worth a ton, because silver and gold have gone through the roof, plus the gift cards. I'll see you soon. Make good choices. Share your thoughts.